Susan, you're here with a group of folks forming a coalition to fight the expansion of the Algonquin pipeline. Could you talk about that?
Yes, I live in New York in Westchester County, and I'm here in Connecticut with a group of New England activists who are from a variety of different groups. And we're meeting today because we are all along the line of the Algonquin pipeline, and the Algonquin is proposed to be expanded, and sections will be expanded to a 42-inch diameter, which is quite large, much larger than the current 26-inch. And part of that will be running under, in my area in Westchester, under the Hudson River, the 42-inch, near Indian Point, the nuclear power plant. About a half-mile south, it will enter the county. And there are also transmission lines for a big electrical transmission project proposed in the exact same spot. And there are also two earthquake faults, the Ramapo and Stamford faults, all converging in that same area. And beyond that, there are 6 compressor station expansions and 24 metering station and regulating station expansions along the route, which runs over 1,000 miles through all the states in New England, well, not all, through New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts to terminate somewhere in Massachusetts Bay. The reason we're together is that we realize that fossil fuel expansion is not the way that our country should be going as far as an energy policy. We believe that rather than having this corporation spend almost $1 billion to bring more fracked gas from the Marcellus Shale region into our northeastern area, there should be a commitment by our national government and our state governments to build out renewable energy instead. And with that kind of $1 billion investment, we could get a lot closer to moving off fossil fuels, and they are damaging to the climate and to people's health and to the future of our country and economics as well. It's a poor economic investment.
And you mentioned that it's near Indian Point.
Yes.
And there's already been a lot of concern because Indian Point's near this earthquake area.
The 2 earthquake faults, that's right. So one of the main reasons we became involved, our local group, was because of the Indian Point nuclear power plant being in the same area. Also, there was a pipeline proposed in a similar area called the Millennium about 10 years ago, and they did not get the permit because of something called the Coastal Zone Management Act, because of the type of drilling that would have had to have been done under the river. It would have disturbed fish and wildlife, and we're concerned about the fact that Spectra would like to use that similar route using a different technique, but there is no guarantee that they can successfully cross the river with this other technique. They may have to resort back to the less environmentally sound. And one of the things that we're concerned about is that the regulatory agency is not protecting the river and the same wildlife that was supposed to be protected in this past pipeline.
And when you
fight.
say we, talk a little bit about your group.
Our group formed, there are 7 founders and another about 15 other co-organizers, as well as some public, other citizens who are concerned. We got together and set up a group called the group SAPE in October.
And SAPE stands for?
Stop the Algonquin Pipeline Expansion. We set up a website, we have a Facebook page, and we engaged 3 experts to come up from other different parts of the country to speak to our group, to educate the citizens in the area and the elected officials in the area about pipeline safety and health impacts from the whole gas expansion. So that was our initial thing in December. Since then, we've been organizing by meeting with other elected officials, and we're happy today to be able to coordinate with New England groups.
And last question, if people want to get in touch with you, what's your website?
It's SAPE, S-A-P-E 2016.org. And
thank you very much for talking.
Thank you.